So you've been seeing me make little videos of like the Mercedes AMG I was gonna buy, thinking about buying, and then I popped this in like a possibility. Almost bought it, then I was like, this is not a great car to buy and rely on. If you're following along on my channel, all 500 and some of you, then you know what's going on, you know my story, and you know why this is a interesting decision. You're just gonna have to watch my videos and follow the episodes, but had a ton of money last year, sold my home, used that money, and pissed it away. In the process of discovering what the present moment is, surrendering to so much thought, so much logic, and feeling your way through life, which you will fail and make decisions at, but as you keep practicing making decisions this way, you discover the difference between thoughts, ego, and heart, truly passionate. There's a difference. At the tail end of that money, just a few months ago, I bought this RV. I'm living in an RV park, and it's nice, it's clean, got a river behind me. Bushes private with my neighbors on both sides that are like 15 feet. Then I bought a 2000 Chevy Tracker with low miles on it. Super easy, super inexpensive, so efficient on fuel, knowing that the money is withering away. And moved back to Independence, Oregon area to help some friends open a new lounge. Well, for almost 3 months, I've been helping put it together. We got it up running. We did a comedy show for 3 nights with Rodney Norman, which sold out every night. And we've also done 2 mic nights that this town loves and craves. They used to have it here, and it's gone. So Gather is the name of the lounge. Is starting that every week, and people are excited about that. But I no longer work for them because they own another business that they have to shut down. It's not completely their fault. It's the industry and some of the big corporations they were doing business with destroyed them. So they're in the process of liquidating that and going through bankruptcy. And so as far as paying somebody to maintain Gather, I no longer have an income again, and I have very little money. So why would I buy this, knowing that it's horrible on gas and it could end up costing me a lot of money? Every review says don't get one, and I'm aware of that. And so I backed away, got back into my 2000 Chevy Tracker. Yeah, so this little gal, this little queen, is something that isn't very smart to buy, but it's not about being smart. This is about the experience. And out of the 150 plus cars I've owned in my life, this car has been the most enjoyable ride. I'm still living from what feels passionate. And so far, everything's going great. I got a smoking deal on this car. Very good deal. I bought it from my friends. That it actually helped them. And I could flip it, or I can just keep blowing with the wind and see what happens. And that's what I prefer to do, to plan everything in your life. I've done that most of my life. The unplanned comes. And I have lost everything 3 times in my life. Out of my control, well strategized plans, well designed businesses I've owned, and large companies I was laid off from, one of them. And so I've got a bunch of money in 2019 and invested property, stocks, bonds, gold, Bitcoin, all that stuff. And it just moves too slow for me. It moves too slow. I don't have the patience for it. So I sold a home and decided to really go for it. Plus I gave friends and family a lot of money so they can experience what it's like. And so here we are. So what is it? Well, it's a 2012 Range Rover HSE. And this will blow your mind. It has 166,000 miles.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb.
Why in the hell would you do this? Why would you buy this car? Well, what happens is this, and if you've been following my channel, you know the story behind my G-Wagon. Bought the car, had a slight wobble, 60-mile-an-hour wobble. Took it to Mercedes, and it turned out to be 30 days later, they found what it was, but they replaced a bunch of stuff in the process of doing that. Over $20,000 worth of repairs, things that weren't even broke yet, trying to diagnose this wobble. And so anyways, by the time the smoke settled, I spent $80,000 cash on that G-Wagon. Thought I had it dialed in. Then I went to Arizona. For Christmas, I took it out lightly four-wheeling, nothing drastic, and I was recording it for my channel. And I didn't hear the squeaking noise while driving it. I actually heard the squeaking noise underneath the car. It sounds like a drive shaft happening on my video while I was editing it. So I was just sick and tired. I was like, that's it. I traded it in for a 2023 Tahoe. They only gave me $38,000 for the G-Wagon. And that's just how I do things. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. The person that bought the G-Wagon has just about everything fixed for the next 100,000 miles. And obviously the person who owned this has everything fixed. The records are perfect. They're wonderful on this car. It was highly maintained. And then a couple of sensor lights came on, and she probably said, that's it, I'm trading it in, and she got rid of it. Even though she put all that money into it, so now this vehicle is ready for the next, I don't know, 60, 80 plus thousand miles. And the lights on the dash were just sensors. But I'm sure she took it to a shop and they said, oh, this is going to cost you thousands of dollars. We have to replace this, this, and that. But all it is a coolant level sensor and a hood latch sensor. That's it. Other than that, I've been driving around and testing it. There's no overheating. There's no smell of antifreeze. There's nothing. This car runs extremely well. And I'm using my friend's detail shop at his dealership here. And we're going to clean her up, get her looking better, which I never did to the Chevy Tracker. I just didn't love it. I love the reliability, but I'm not necessarily all about reliability. Yeah, it's logical. For me, it's about experiencing life. Let me be the fool for you. I'm single. I have no kids. Been single 22 years. And I feel it's my duty to investigate this thing called living in the present moment and being guided in moments from here. Not so much here. Yes, my accounts, plural, are down, but my bills are very low. We have some ideas of what we want to do to continue the income, but it will be something I enjoy. I'm not going to go just get a job to get a job, even though I can take a job at McDonald's and pay my bills and have a little money left over. 59 years old, if you don't go for it and be up for the adventure in your life, especially not having any responsibility, everything I have is paid for. No contract, so for my cell phone, and and we got the Tracker detailed, looking good. I'm going to put it up for sale. It's actually an unusual one because it has the 2.0 liter Rally Suzuki engine in it, which means it was designed for some performance for such a little engine. And also this has a timing chain in it versus the timing belt thing. And it has very low miles for, you know, being as old as it is. What is it? 141,000 miles. All right, that's it for today. I'll finish up tomorrow. Yeah, this car is just incredibly quiet. So awesome. Truly my favorite car on the road. And I look forward to a major road trip in this. Look at this beautiful day. It's 52 degrees. She is a beautiful rig, that's for sure. Let's peek inside a little bit. Yeah, very well taken care of. I'm sorry the lighting is bad. She just looks really good. Very, very happy with this vehicle. Stay tuned. I'll do a more thorough video on where I stand with Gather and what's going on. And then, of course, I'll do a review on this vehicle, which I enjoy doing on this channel as well. So, Wilderness Ride. I'm on the ride. You should be too.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb.